Hello and welcome to MUTI Movement Medicine with Tana. I'm your hostess with the mostess, and I've drunk too much cacao and had a very busy morning of channeling, so I'm already in alien mode. What is MUTI? So, for those of you who don't know, I was born and raised in Zimbabwe, and MUTI to us was medicine. We never said the word medicine, it was always MUTI. And so when I was moving through 2021 and on my own healing journey, meeting somatic movement and realizing that I couldn't just be a spiritual girly from the mind up, I started to connect with my body. And as women, we are systematically disconnected from our bodies from a very young age, because we're taught to sort of like be in society and follow the rules, and we learn to start to we start to listen to the rules and follow the rules instead of following our bodies. Where are my words? Our body signaling. And so this has been a really powerful movement practice that helps me to reconnect with, what does my body need? Do I have stuff stored in my hips? Is there things stored in my jaw? And can I find a little bit more freedom and ease in my body, which then opens my capacity, which then connects me even more deeply to my channel. As a person who struggles with exercise, this has been such a beautiful way to get back into it. And so I wanted to start sharing it with the community again. MUTI means medicine, but it also stands for M, movement, U, utilizing, trust, T, and intention. Sometimes we will sit and meditate and I will ask you to roll your hips. Sometimes we will do full writhing on the floor like animals. And sometimes it will be more slow and gentle. So there is no performance needed. There is no need to be on camera if you don't want to be. There's no need for you to be anything other than what you are in the moment. And what I do want you to know is that when we tap into somatic, sometimes we will experience an emotional release because something that was stored in us is allowed out. And I'm going to burp as I say that. You all know who I am. You know that I burp. It's part of my arsenal. And the beauty of these experiences is that, yes, it's movement medicine, but you're also tapped into my energy field, which means you're going to have Arcturians and Pleiadians and some beautiful other beings just blessing your field, blessing your frequency, and creating spaciousness within the body. So, does anybody have any questions? Okay. So today we're going to twerk. I need to adjust myself because my knees are going numb. Oh, Lord. Okie dokie. So, if you feel comfortable, closing down your eyes. You don't need any specific equipment. If you've got a yoga mat, that's great. If you want to do this in the garden, that's great. If you just want to roll around on the carpet, that's also great. There's no rules. Closing down the eyes. I just want to invite you to deepen your breath. Slightly longer inhale. And then exhaling longer as well. If it feels good to you, sighing out as you exhale. And I just want to invite you to bring some movement into your neck. Returning to center, bringing stillness back to the body. Placing your energy, attention and focus on your skin. Feeling the beautiful vessel that surrounds you and holds you. And with your eyes closed, I want you to feel the blackness all around you. And feel how when your eyes are closed, there is an expanse that is far beyond what you might think. Like, look out into the blackness as if you were looking to the horizon and see how far it stretches. See the possibilities. Look to the left and then to the right, and perhaps down into the depths. To some people, the blackness is fearful and scary, but through my teachings with Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary, I have learnt that like the deep, dark, rich soil, the blackness is simply an invitation of what could be. When we begin to realize in our everyday life that perhaps we cannot see a clear path forward, if we sit in the darkness long enough, we receive a different kind of sight. And that sight is the first gift. In the Gospel of Mary Magdalene, she speaks of that sight. How when we stop seeing with our eyes and we start feeling in our bones, in our body, in our muscles, in that blackness we start to see the light that is within us. And the capacity for joy and pain and delight and sovereignty grows. So today we want to nurture and tend to the soil of our garden. Bringing to the forefront of your mind that which you wish to bring in for the next lunar cycle, for the next few months. Whether you want to feel more supported in your relationships, more peace with your children, more money, a change in your living situation. Whatever it is that you desire is safe to speak into this space, into the blackness, into this pure, fertile soil. Place these desires. I will share mine out loud to inspire. I desire to have a stable and beautiful nature-surrounded living situation unfold in the next few months. I deeply desire to seed and grow strength within my body and my muscles. I desire to have freedom from pain in my back. And I desire to stabilize my income to a place where I feel my nervous system relax, because I know I'm always supported. And in that as well, getting my mind on board so she chills the bug out. Feel yourself inside the blackness, placing each seed lovingly with the blessing of your heart into the soil. And if you feel able to, placing your hands over your heart. And I'd like you to breathe in and out 3 times to really lock in and activate this dream space, so that these are cultivated and they grow into manifestations in your physical reality. You might feel in this moment the frequency of your body has risen, and you may begin to spontaneously feel like rocking backwards and forwards, or very gently, as if you're not even doing it. It's as if your body is doing this on your behalf, rolling around. You might feel a few niggles in your body, and I want you to feel whatever movement your body begins to gently generate, let it roll. And also, if you are simply sitting in stillness, know that that is perfect, and that you are not required to do or be or force anything in this space. It's always an invitation. I'd love for you to breathe in one more time, deep into your lower belly, and exhale deeply. Placing your hands on your belly now. Feel how those seeds have been buried deep within your creative space, your cauldron of creation. Feel within your belly a light beginning to illuminate and glow there, as if the sun has come out. Witness how this light begins to expand with every breath that you take. And feel how this light begins to expand towards the back of the body, guiding you towards your base chakra at the base of your spine. Feeling this warm yellow light illuminating a deep, rich maroon here. And again, breathing into the lower spine. And as you breathe, you feel that red, rich, fertile experience, that soil growing and glowing. Feel as this light illuminates your sacral. And you see this beautiful small orange ball begin to illuminate there too. you breathe, it expands. Activating your creative zone. And again, moving up to the solar plexus, feeling your beautiful yellow light there beginning to open and expand. Trusting that your breath is that of a very wise healer. Now, the solar plexus is the space within your body that governs your emotions and your feelings. And for some of you might feel as you breathe into this space a need to shift the shoulders back and forth, to roll your neck, to rotate your hips, you might begin to spontaneously yawn, which is a beautiful sign that your nervous system is letting go of anything that is stored there. For some of you, you might feel a deep desire to twist your spine and turn towards the back of the body. If you do that on one side, I highly recommend that you do it on the other as well. As we stay connected to the solar plexus, I invite you to bring whatever movement starts to spark within your body. You might feel like rocking backwards and forwards. And just trust no one is looking at you or watching you. This is your time. Not even you are watching you, that's why your eyes are closed. We're in the intimacy of our heart, in the dark womb of no thing, but feeling the weight of the physical body, allowing us to be really present. You might feel like stretching your arm over the top of your head, allowing spaciousness within the spine. And just trusting your body that if you do something on one side and you don't feel like doing it on the other, that's okay. Your body is the wisest guide. If at any point you feel like your mind starts drifting in and you need some more guidance, you may open your eyes and copy what I am doing for inspiration. Any form of spinal twist allows the cerebral fluid to shift, and any stored emotions that are within the hips or the jaw begin to be allowed an exit, which is why I love to suggest rolling, rocking, or hip circles, and also moving the neck from side to side. So often our emotions get stored in our jaw as well. And so if it feels good to you, open your mouth really, really wide as you can possibly open it. And while your mouth is open, you can move the chin from side to side to allow some gentle movement in there. If anything feels really tender or painful, try to reduce the intensity with which you are doing it and allow gentleness. Very often a tender spot is an invitation for us to bring love into that space. Bringing the jaw to a more relaxed state, as if you're just opening your mouth to speak. You can also rotate the chin backwards and forwards, or left and right. Remembering that these are simply suggestions, and if your body is taking you on your own journey, that is perfect. It's also really powerful to move the jaw as if you're eating a really big chewy steak or something that takes a lot of effort to chew, making big chewing movements. You can do it with your mouth open or closed, feeling the different sensations in your mouth and in your muscles. Trusting that any yawning that's happening is perfect, because it's a sign that your nervous system is beginning to release. Chewing stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system, so bringing us into rest and digest. Okay. I'd love for you to bring your energy and awareness back down to the solar plexus. It's about 1 inch above your belly button. Just feel that beautiful yellow radiant light there. And before we move on from this space, so often we rush past our emotions because life is full and busy, or they're a little bit uncomfortable. And I just want you to say to your solar plexus, how are you? Is there anything that you need from me? And don't rush it. Some of you might hear clear guidance that you need to do some cat-cows or move your body or shake, and some of you might feel the need to be more still. This is about you and your body speaking to each other. If you hear nothing, that's okay too. The journey towards clear communication with our body and with our intuition starts by asking questions. How can I best support you in this moment? Is a beautiful question to pose. Really trusting that any emotion that arises during this process is very welcome. And we try to allow the completion of an emotive experience. And there's no cutting off, there's no barriers, there's no boundaries. you are strong and safe enough to hold yourself and to allow this process. You've never laughed for 7 years, and you're not going to cry for 7 years either. And there's a beautiful passage forward when we allow our feelings to rise. In this moment, if you feel like it, I invite you to meet your body on all fours, gently shifting your body. If you've been sitting cross-legged, allowing the pretzel to undo, and slowly, and when I say slowly, I mean literally like a sloth, as gently as possible, as lazily as possible, we meet ourselves on all fours. Now, you can open your eyes if you'd like to in this moment. But what I really want you to do is just to feel the weight transference from your hands to your knees, and shift your hips from side to side, feeling the weight from your one knee and then the other. And from here, allow your body to move in whatever way that it wants to. If you are feeling soft and still, you can simply come down to a beautiful resting point. Or you can bring yourself into some cat-cows and really feel the solar plexus. How does it want to move? This is a question that might initiate the mind, but really what we're doing is asking from the soul to the body. And again, remembering no one's looking, no one is judging. There is a program that is running in humanity that makes people feel like they need to be clear and concise in their movements to ensure that they exercise, so that they don't, that we're not perceived as being overtly sexual or seen as being a bit strange. But the thing is that we are animals, and we need to move, and we need to be with our bodies. Some of you might feel the need to yawn or laugh, or perhaps need to go to the bathroom. That's all really normal because we're releasing. And also, if your shirt rides up or your shorts get bunched up, that's also okay. if there's a need within you to just be like, I'm done with moving, you can move into lying on your back, placing a pillow under your knees if you need it, and have your hands flat on the ground. But I really need you to follow your body in this moment. Follow that solar plexus. For me, I've moved up onto my knees, and I'm just rocking from side to side, adjusting, feeling my hip flexors opening one at a time. It becomes a meditative experience when we realize that our body is guiding us rather than our minds telling us what to do. I'm just asking the solar plexus one more time, is there any movements that you desire in order to relieve or release? In this moment I offer you my full undivided attention because I love you and I honor you and I welcome you. And I am sorry for the times where I have shunned you or my emotions. But I was just trying to protect myself, and now I realize that you are safe. And that the more that I feel you, the more that I allow myself to operate more freely as a fully functioning human being on this planet. I'm going to leave you for a couple of minutes because I need to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. You are safe. Just follow your body. I am back. You are safe. Feeling into that beautiful warm yellow light at the base of your mahara, at your solar plexus, giving thanks to your body, your mind and your emotions for this coherent connection between all three. We're going to let go of the connection to the solar plexus, but we're not going to move any further up the body for today's session. What we're going to do now is invite the clear, coherent light of source consciousness to permeate down and in through the crown of the head. Feel as a bright white crystalline light pierces through the crown of the head, traveling down past the third eye, down to the throat, to the nape of the neck. And feel how this light travels down the spinal column. And breathe and receive. This light from source consciousness comes to illuminate and activate any dormant DNA that needs to come forth for your highest timeline. Opening up and softening the cerebral fluid and drawing your attention and energy to any spaces or places where there might be emotions stuck in the body. Feeling this light traveling down and illuminating the solar plexus, the sacral and the base, and then moving down the legs, opening up the knees, the hip flexors, and all the way to the soles of your feet. And this light then exits and permeates down into Gaia, so that your body is not overwhelmed by the energy, but is deeply activated and illuminated. At this point, there is a deep desire within me to lie on my back and rotate my knees. And remembering that anything I suggest is only that, a suggestion, and that what you are doing is perfect. For some of you, lying flat on your back with your hands palmed down will feel great. You might feel called to put your legs up the wall. We have about 5 minutes left of this practice, so letting that light from source permeate in through you. As you connect with your hips, your jaw, or any other part of the body that is being illuminated now. Remembering to breathe and trust your body. This is not about fixing or making you. This is just about connecting.
MUTI is an opportunity to meet yourself as you are. No masks, no corsets, no expectations to be perceived in any way, shape or form. Simply to bring the body, the mind, the emotions, the spirit, and the light bodies into coherence. This is a gift to allow yourself the opportunity to be fully present with the places and the spaces so often get overlooked or pushed to the side because we have a time crunch or a dinner or an expectation from someone else. You are so capable of holding yourself. You are so capable of being sovereign. And you are allowed to ask for help. Co-regulation is a powerful process. But do not underestimate your capacity to hold yourself, because you are so much more powerful than you think you are. And any overwhelm will find its way to freedom when we allow the body to speak through movement. Allowing yourself an opportunity now to give thanks to sense consciousness for the beautiful frequencies you've received. Giving thanks to Mother Earth for holding you, nurturing you, and loving you. And gently placing one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. Take a couple of deep breaths. Feeling the weight of your physical body as we ground. Returning to the present moment. Gently, ever so gently, bringing yourself to a seated position. Allowing yourself any adjustments, movements that need to come through before we close up this practice. Bringing your hands together and rubbing them together, feeling any warmth in there. And then just opening them a little bit and feeling the sensations moving between them, feeling the frequency. Moving your hands slightly, can you feel the movement between them? The power that lives within you?
placing that frequency over the crown of your head and like bathing your body in your own protective energy. And when you are complete, placing your hands, palms facing downwards on your knees. I call upon my higher self to guide me through this day and the days to come. And I give thanks to my body for its wisdom, coherence, and its communication with me. I vow in this moment to listen when she calls. Any anxiety or pain or discomfort, joy, it is all an indicator of what I am feeling on the inside and what needs to be expressed. I vow to listen and honor my needs. When my jaw feels tight or my hips feel uncomfortable, I will sit and I will breathe into those spaces and allow. So many of us are carrying not only the trauma and the experiences from our own lifetime, but that of our ancestors and of our alternative selves. So be gentle with yourself if some days it feels like you are climbing a mountain trying to release, because you quite literally are. All of you is welcome in these spaces, and I hope that you join me again for another Sacred Way of Love MUTI session. Allowing yourself to feel the weight of your body. Breathing and feeling all of your energy and all of your frequencies dropping down and into the body, calling all parts of you into wholeness, into sovereignty. Feeling the hands on your knees, feeling your connection with the center of the earth and how you are grounding in this in all moments. When you're ready, taking a deep breath and opening your eyes. Just gently with soft focus, allowing yourself to look around the room. Find the most furthest away part that you can find and take a deep breath in looking there. And then finding a spot that's slightly closer, taking another breath in. Looking at the screen, again taking a nice big deep breath in. And then looking at your beautiful, blessed hands. Feel them, acknowledge them, the power that lives within them, and one more big deep breath. This practice is now complete. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. And allow the weight of the density of your body to continue to draw you in and ground you down. If beautiful way to continue this experience is to journal about any thoughts, feelings, emotions that came up, any movements that you particularly enjoyed, anything your body wants you to perhaps return to at a more regular time. Getting outside and frolicking in the garden, or running around on the beach, or simply just lying watching the clouds. It really is up to your body to tell you what you need. There's no right or wrong way to do this. Please drink lots of water, because everyone who's connected to me is connected by default to galactic energies. Please allow yourself to gently move through any emotions that might arise in the next 24 to 48 hours, trusting that you don't need to know why you feel the way you feel. You simply feel it and you let it go. When we try to understand the story of why I feel this way or what is wrong with me, we simply delay the process of feeling the feeling. Emotion is energy, emotion, let it flow. It's not as easy as it sounds, but you are capable and you are stronger than you think you are. Thank you for your vulnerability, for your love. Thank you for showing up. It means the world. And if anybody would like to share in the chat how they're feeling, make sure you're all coming back to earth. I can't see those of you who aren't on video. You might be feeling super internal, and that's okay too. Letting that be what it is. I will share, for those of you who are watching on the replay, that this MUTI movement medicine, and those of you who are here live, but Josie's already in the final shed, and so is Cass. Anyway, we will be doing this a lot in Integration Station, which starts in January, to allow ourselves to integrate all of the medicine from the year of the snake. So there's an invitation to look into that if it feels juicy and delicious. And the final shed starts next Tuesday at 9 AM New Zealand time for 8 weeks, and that's about letting go and releasing and really allowing the final shed, the flick of the tail, to be released. So if any of those sound juicy and delicious, please let me know. If you'd like me to offer just MUTI sessions, I'm open to that too. I'm a generator and I love to respond. Okay, sending you all so much aroha. Thank you for being here. I will see. Oh, love hearts. That's so cute. I'll see you all in the ethers or on the IG. Love you. Thank you for being here.